For the cheapest and most reliable Madden 21 coins, you gotta check out MMOEXP. Stay away from the packs and just buy the ballers you want. You can use code SPREE at checkout for 5% off. What's going on, everybody? Hope you're having another fantastic day today. You can call me Spree and welcome back to another video. Today it's all about offense. I want to break down a very simple offensive scheme that you can go ahead and use to bomb any coverage in Madden 21. Cover 2, cover 3, cover 4, man coverage, whatever it is, you are going to be able to bomb it with this particular mini scheme. Now, if you do like the look of this offense and want to see it in action, definitely consider popping down, hitting that subscribe button down below. Whether it's no money spent gameplays or when we're streaming live on YouTube, I love running this offense. It is a heck of a lot of fun, so definitely make sure you're coming through. But let's get into it. Let's go break down this offensive scheme. All right, as you can see, we're in practice mode now. I'm going to be running out of the Washington offensive playbook. You have a bunch of really solid bunches out there, but I think it has some really unique plays, some really good options that you can go ahead and use to beat any coverage. So that's what we're going to be covering today. Now, within this formation, we're going to stick to three plays we can use to go ahead and beat any coverage. Now, if we go ahead and have a look at the audibles, we have them set up right there. Clear out, FL in, we've got the Z spot on go, and then we have the bunch trail. You can comfortably go ahead and build an entire scheme out of just those three plays. First play we're going to look at is going to be this bunch trail. We're going to go up against cover 2 to get us started. This is a good, nice, easy starting point, looking to bomb cover 2. Now, if we go ahead and look at the offense, you can see we have Adam Thielen right there. I think in this particular offense, to be able to use all of these bomb plays, having a slot apprentice, someone that can go ahead and change up his routes, going ahead, putting in corners or posts, or some of those stop and goes, that's a really good way to open up this playbook anymore. So that's why we have Adam Thielen on the team. All right, jumping into our first setups, there are two ways to attack cover 2. You can go deep in the middle of the field, and you can go deep down the sideline. Those are going to be two ways you can go ahead and attack it, especially if you're trying to get those big one-play touchdowns. All right, for this first play, I want to attack deep in the middle of the field with Tyreek Hill. We're going to put a curl out there, we're going to put a corner out there, and we're going to put a slant out there, and maybe we'll block our running back just to get a little bit of extra protection. We have our tight end that's going to occupy the linebacker, so we have that mid zone that's going to be able to hold, make sure they're not dropping deep to cover Tyreek Hill. We have our two players going to each sideline. They're going to space out the safeties, and if we can get a little bit of time, I might have to roll out just to give myself a little bit of extra time. But right there, look how open that was. Yeah, let's go ahead and try not to screw that up again. So let's see, we got time, we can stay in the pocket. We just throw that rat catch. We catch it with Tyreek Hill. Nice, easy touchdown. Now, a really easy way to stop that bomb play is to put the linebacker into that deep middle. It's going to make sure that there's someone covering it. It's not going to be wide open. So what we can go ahead and look to do is attack a different area of the field. This time, we're going to look to attack the sideline, and we're going to try do it with this Z spot and go play. Now, the route I want you to focus on is going to be that corner route by Adam Thielen. It's not your typical corner route. If we go ahead and smart route that, which is R1 and then R1 again, you'll see that it's a lot shorter and it's a lot sharper. He's going to get a really quick cut, and we can take advantage of that attacking the sideline. A nice, easy setup. We can go ahead and put our receiver in a flat. We can put our tight end into a streak. So he's kind of occupying the safety in the middle of the field. And what we can go ahead and do is, if we can get our timing right, we can look to rat catch that up the field, attack the sideline. Now, Thielen isn't particularly fast. If you had a faster wide receiver, this would absolutely cook even better. But if we go ahead and set up to run this play again, what you want to go ahead and do is make sure you get this timing. Pass lead up. You want to go about 2 o'clock. About 2 o'clock is going to be a good area, and you're going to be able to take it in for a nice play right there, attacking the sideline. Next up, we're breaking down how to beat cover 3. We've got 3 really good setups to beat this defense for one-play touchdowns. Our first setup for cover 3 is going to be out of the bunch trail. I like to motion Tyreek Hill over. I like to put Thielen on a corner route. I know he's already running a corner route, but I think this one's a little bit better. What we're going to have is Tyreek Hill crossing the face of the safety, and then Thielen occupying that outside third. I think it's Jalen Ramsey right there, and we're actually going to be able to beat these guys deep. So you'll see he crosses the safety. We get that tight throw, and even though Jalen Ramsey is a good corner, we're still able to get it over the top. Now, I may have been lying a little bit earlier when I said we were only going to focus on 3 plays. I'm adding a 4th. We're looking at this flood. There are a couple of ways you can go ahead and beat cover 3 out of it. What I like to do is go ahead and smart route Adam Thielen, because we want his out route to be running a little bit short. And I actually like going ahead and motioning Kelsey over, so I want the tight end just to be able to occupy that safety a little bit better. We're going to be attacking with McCole Hardman, so if we can get a little bit of protection we should be able to step up in the pocket, and you'll see there's that big window right there. Mecole Hardman, he has plenty of speed to be able to make that play work. Now for this final setup against cover 3, we're going to be running this clear out FLN play. Now we're going to be using the 3 receivers on the right side of the field. We have Adam Thielen move to the outside, and we're going to be able to put him on a corner route. We want him to go ahead and occupy Jalen Ramsey, that outside corner. We have Kelsey, and that type of route, he's going to occupy the safety a little bit better than normal streak routes. It's going to give you a little bit extra room. And then we have Mecole Hardman. That is our big play right there. If we can get a little bit of protection, you want a nice outside pass lead to Mecole Hardman. Rat catch that, take it up for the score right there. Quickly running that play again. If our protection holds, you're going to be able to do a nice outside pass lead. So for me, about 3 o'clock on the left analog stick to guide it to the outside, get it away from the safety. Nice, easy touchdown right there. Next up, we're looking at beating cover 4. Now, cover 4, you have all these guys that have backed up. They're trying to prevent the big play, but you can still attack this coverage deep. Now, this first setup is super simple. I'm actually going to go ahead and slant Thielen. I'm going to put Hardman on a curl. And that's it. That's how we beat cover 4. What we're going to want to do is step up in the pocket though, so you need a bit of pocket presence. And what you can do right there is you'll see that the safety and the outside corner kind of step up, and they allow you, once you pass that other safety, to get behind and get that nice one-play score. Now sometimes it's nice to have similar setups to attack the same coverage out of the same play, but make it look a little bit different, and that's what we're doing right here. We have Thielen motioned over. We've put him on a crosser, so he's going to be the one occupying the safety, bringing them down a little bit, allowing that space for Demarcus Robinson. So we're going to run that play again. If we can get some protection, we should hopefully get a cut block. And you'll see there is a window. It can be a little bit tight, but if you have a faster guy, it can be even better. A nice, easy score right there. Going ahead and running it one more time. So same setup, see if we can get a little bit of protection, and we can just lob that over the top. The window's a little bit tighter than that first setup, and maybe I like that first setup a little bit more actually, but that works really, really well. Quick little bonus setup before we move on to beating man coverage. You can beat cover 4 palms with a very similar setup. This time we have Hardman on a curl, and we are going to be able to get Tyreek Hill open. Now the reason he gets open is because obviously he's fast, but he also hits that deep route running threshold. So when he gets matched up in man coverage, he is going to toast his defender. So snapping the ball, we're going to be able to get a little bit of protection hopefully, and then we just got Tyreek Hill with that deep route running, with that speed combination. He is going to be able to get wide open, and you are going to be able to get the score right there. Last but definitely not least, we need to be able to beat man coverage. So first up, we're going to go up against cover 2 man, and we already have cover 2 beaters, and they are also going to work against man coverage as well. So we'll go back to our first setup, which is something like this. And because of the route running and because of the speed on Tyreek Hill, we are going to be looking for him to split the safeties in the middle of the field and get sacked right there. Hopefully we can get a little bit of protection this time, so I might even roll out just to show that it will work a little bit better. If we get a little bit of time right there, we get the one play score because of that route running, because of that speed. Now our other setup to beat cover 2 was the Z spot and go, and we can actually run the same setup to beat man coverage here. You'll see he gets that really sharp cut, and he's going to be able to get to the outside and be able to make the play. Now obviously if you had a faster wide receiver right there, you might actually be able to rack that in the right spot and get upfield and get the touchdown. This time if I go ahead and put someone like Mecole Hardman, who has real speed, we can actually go back to that bullet pass that we were doing earlier, and we can get up the field and score that one play score. Now the last thing I want to cover is how you can go ahead and beat cover 1 man. So usually cover 1 man, you might have people playing the deep middle of the field. You might have guys going out covering purple, so you can't throw those posts, those corners, those crosses. So if you can beat your man, you'll be able to beat them deep, and you can score those quick, easy one play touchdowns. Looking at this play right here, clear out FLN, you'll see that stop and go on the left. That is such a good way of beating man coverage. Now I like that route. What you can go ahead and do is with Adam Thielen, with Slot Apprentice, you can go ahead and put something similar on him as well. So what we're going to do is actually protect everyone, just so we can look at those two routes. I like to motion it over, so essentially you have 2 big one play scores on the outside, and then with the rest of your players, you can go ahead and look at some options maybe to beat man coverage as well. So we've got Tyreek Hill. He just dusted his man right there. Now I actually want to go ahead and run that again. That's Adam Thielen against Jalen Ramsey. That is not a good matchup, but if you can get a good little release and you can get to the inside, you can definitely rack it. It can definitely be a little bit close, but right there you just saw we can get the throw even with slower players going against the goons out there with those really high speeds. But yeah, that's going to be it for today, folks. A bunch of ways that you can go ahead and bomb any coverage in Madden 21. If you did find it useful, if you are going to give it a try, let me know down in the comment section below. If you haven't already, definitely consider popping down, hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button. Every little bit helps. All the support really means a lot, so thank you very much for that. But yeah, that is us for today, folks. Thank you very much for coming through. Take it easy, everyone. You can call me Spree, and we out.